VOD Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now the thing's actually lighting up. Let's test this just a little bit. Okay. That's that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, darling, for poking me in the Discord to tell me that I was having mic problems. I didn't think it would do that. I thought I had it set up. Well, I guess my entire ramble at the beginning probably didn't get picked up then. Oh well. Just me yapping about doing something vaguely fitting. Not entirely. Mostly for funny. There's still a little spooky in there, but mostly for funny. I don't know if this is going to make me use my controller or keyboard, so I have both plugged in and we'll find out which one works first. Okay. I forgot that my mouse is black with the white border, which means on the black background y'all can't see it. Interesting. Fooky. Spunny, even. Brain tried to say spunky, and I don't know if that even works. That's a whole other different word entirely. I'm Monkey. Alrighty. Crack my knuckles. Crack my neck. Nice big stretch. Oh, I cannot wait to have point redeemed so people can tell me to stretch and hydrate. Stop weirdly sitting in my chair because I'm bisexual. Anyways. Let's see here. Yes, yes, I know. Run anyway. Cracking Knuckles' neck if EXE rules are to be followed. Yeah! There we go. There it is. Ha! Okay. Keyboard. Interesting music. I'm turning the desktop audio down a tiny bit. It's a little loud on my side. I'm gonna do it over here. Just turn that down a tiny bit. Around 50 maybe? Jesus. Who passed this motherfucker? The aux cord needs to be taken out back and slapped. Yeah, I agree. This sure is some fucking music. Wait, hang on. Why is he taller? Why he getting long? Why he long? The hitbox didn't get any bigger, that's for sure. Music theory EXE. God. Same reason you got long on Halloween. True, I did get taller. But, this looks a little different to what I did. This fucking music. Christ. Don't tell me it looped. Oh, God. An unknown error has occurred. Please refer to the text log which has been provided regarding this incident. I have to eat the blue Sonic curry. Error.text. Here. Simulation unknown, inconclusive. Nephilim replication failed. I've reached my final atom of patience within this conundrum, and this attempt took approximately 3 to enact. What do you suggest? Perhaps if the Fingal concentration is altered to H, we may be able to replicate the mannerisms of subject 00. I'm doubtful that is proven to be an incomparable metric. I see. I inquire about the difficulty of recreating a universal cataclysm. One lanky fellow's disappearance should not cause a catastrophe of this magnitude. Perhaps our methods are too intelligent. Too intelligent? Our intelligence is what allows us to create and run these simulations in the first place. That may just be it. Perhaps our wavelength of thought is too outside of Subject 00's capacity. I see. Elaborate. Perhaps the Nephilim catastrophe is something too complex for the subject to comprehend. In fact, the lack of comprehension may be the cause of the continuous and premature conclusions. And perhaps if we create a safer and simpler version of the truth safely veiled in words, colors, and feelings, perhaps that more understandable entry point is what we need to break past the failure threshold. I believe you may be right. Let us begin. Initiating simulation 1993. I'm gonna start saying I've reached my final atom of patience at minor inconveniences. It is very funny. It is very silly. Alright, well, back in we go. Ah, here we go. Now, I will say, despite the warnings, there are no jump scares. Gets a little violent, gets a little shenanigan-y, but there's no jump scares. I've watched someone else go through this. I know this down to the details. But yes, flashing lights and... Actually, you know what? Let me type this out. Just in case someone comes in late while we're still playing. Headphones recommended, but hey, I already got a pair on. I'll have it manually unpinned / after the end of stream. That way it stays up the whole time. Okay. Take another bite of my snack here. Ah. Just gonna unplug my controller so it's not in the way. Yeet! Alright. Let's actually get into this shit now. I should make it so this stops poking at me. Anyways, look at this long dork. Look at him go. We are. Look at this long dork as me at every time I see you. Yeah! Yep, here we go. Project Longstrider. Let me check settings real quick. Window size. Here we go. There we go. That's better. Bigger screen. You know what? ×4 should do it. Game volume. Turn it down just a tiny bit so I can turn this one back up a little. Delete save data, don't do that. Back. There we go, that's a little better. Alright. In we go.
Wait, why am I here?
What? Whee! Notice Eggman Mountain in the back of the title screen. Yeah, kind of just there. So we're back to strange music again, because this is not normal Palm Tree Panic. But at least it's not that catastrophe from earlier. Huh. Sign's a little fucked up.
Eh,
Hey.
wanna see something cool?
Okay.
You ain't scared.
Someone made an EXE reference at that time Tiles died at the end of 2. I think so, vaguely. Also, shit, I got caught immediately.
Hey.
Imagine being that short, Lamau couldn't be me. Well. Hated that frame. Yeah, the fucking goofy ass face. Anyways, I guess we just boot it back up again.
Subject 01. Subject name Mild Sales Power. Date of birth 10/16/1984. Age 9. Race Fox with deformity of additional tail. Gender male. Date of death 1/7/1993. Time between 5:04 to 6:01 p.m. Location Andrew Panic Zone. Date of habitants 4/19/2011. Time 8 p.m. Location Republic of Odyssey 4/30/2011 at 8:46 p.m. Resident Dr. Autopsy cause of death thermal burns, asphyxiation due to smoke inhalation. Due to a condition of his fur. Clinical diagnosis charred skin, first degree burns, oxygen deprivation. Notes: clinicians were unable to run a full autopsy due to the extreme conditions of the body. The intensity of the flames renders his body into disintegration. Upon external observation, presence of an accelerant indicates a possible intent to ignite the victim long past expiration. When a surgery was done to extract the lungs, the victim's skin turned to ash, but his black lungs remained otherwise intact. Investigation inside the lungs confirmed a lack of oxygen and asphyxiation due to the smoke and fumes present, rendering the victim dead before the body was completely charred.
Well then. Back in again. We did save the game with open and close multiple times, so. Oh! Hey, look who's in the background. Also, yeah, I know, sad. Alright, here we go again.
Good. Higher up than I thought. You can't even see the ground. The sun feels great from up here, though. Jeez. Hope that's not permanent. Gotta watch this head. Everything's blurry now.
Boink. Bah, 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 bah. Jesus, I fucking... There we go. Uh-oh. Having to focus so hard so I don't accidentally bounce on the goddamn bounce pads. Ugh. So I don't get terribly caught up. Ah! I was right, the bounce pads sap stamina, fuck. Shit. Well, fuck. Oh. Puh. Game. A good end at the least, maybe, vaguely. Unless game decides to throw me back in and say do it again. Oh, no, just good ended. Fair enough.
I hate to put that rodent's destruction aside, but survival takes priority. Excellent. All systems go.
Interesting. Wasn't entirely expecting a fucking slight vague shmup moment, but hey, here we are. Oof da. Here we go, 60 seconds. Shite. 30 seconds. Shit!
Acid gas guzzling piece of.
Whoa.
Oh,
Thought I'd find you here. This time I'm one step ahead of you, Doc.
Sonic? The cataclysmic being?
I don't know why either.
You?
Tough luck for you. I'm just as good at kicking your
Cataclysmic Ready Ahead.
Hey, I'm talking to the dog!
Sonic, listen to me. Your rate of Y-axis expansion shows no sign of stopping. If this continues, reality itself will.
Bon voyage, egghead! Guess I never did it quick. Oh well, he's lived through worse.
The worst. Uh-huh! Yep, here we go.
03. Subject name, Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Date of birth,
This game can use subtitles. Yeah!
1934.
There was no
Age,
fucking
59.
option for it, unfortunately.
Caucasian. Gender, male. Date of death, 1/8/1993. Time, unknown. Location, low Mobius orbit. Date of admittance, 4/19/2011. Time, 1:30 a.m. Location, 33. Time of autopsy, 4/30/2011 at 2:02 a.m. Resident, Doctor. Autopsy, cause of death. Change in atmospheric pressure and high exposure to radiation due to high levels of force and change in the atmosphere without proper equipment. Clinical diagnosis. Exposure to high G forces. Exploded skull. Radiation exposure. Drastic decrease in temperature. Atmospheric pressure. Asphyxiation. Notes. Subject 03 was found in his ship with the skin blasted off his skull. The most likely cause of injury was rapid change in pressure during atmospheric escape. He was determined dead at the scene. Clinicals could not complete a full autopsy without additional equipment due to the high traces of radiation found on the body. Upon further investigation, clinicians found high exposure ultraviolet radiation, damage from high G forces, and sudden temperature drops causing his blood to rush to his skull, causing implosion. The amount of time spent in LMO is unknown. However, we are able to confirm that his death happened in a matter of seconds. Most of the remaining fluids inside his body have been retained into a gaseous form, caused by the sudden change in atmospheric pressure, which caused his body to freeze from the increasing heat and vaporization of his internal organs. It is unknown what caused his body to fly into space at such a high velocity, or how it relates to the Nephilim catastrophe.
There he is.
It's cool, isn't it? Every movement is excruciating, yet my body walks on its own. Time is lost to me now. Every second passes in a week. Every time a tree falls, it's like a needle breaks at my brain. I remember something Tail said. Look on the bright side. I didn't think much of it at the time. And it wasn't dizzy, just breathe. Now I can see the planet. Like he's too big a shadow to see him right now. Sorry, everybody.
You absolute moron. You not nice.
Oh.
How could I be so blind to something so obvious? The seams of reality itself have been torn apart. Everything I held dear is now oblivion by my hands. They were right. I'm a hopeless fool. This is what happens when you try to play God.
Not the fucking music. God. I need more games that just give you free funny background, because that's actually my background now. Yeah, no, the animated background was so fucking cool. Oh, that's one of my favorite parts. That's also why I needed the full view of my desktop. Because if I didn't have the full view, this wouldn't be visible. I just love the use of the regular CD ending credit music. Because I know I recognized two voices, being Luigi Kid and Toad Bop. Miss Crimson, Jodo Boy. Who was it that voice Tails? I missed it too. I might have to... I'll see if there's like a replay of the credits. Me on my way. God. Thanks for playing. Is that all you got, game? That Everton? Yup, there it goes. Boot the game up and let's see if we can review what the credits were. God, that's still such a fun fucking thing. Let's see here. New game, settings, quit, extras. No. Password for extras, Birth of Planestrider. Interesting. Doesn't let us review the funny there. God, that background is cool. But I had this open for a reason. Pop this open. Now, because Knuckles got his good ending, we didn't see his funny little autopsy here. Tap that down real quick. Okay, let's see here. Subject 02, subject name Knuckles the Echidna, date of birth 2/2/1973, age 20, race red echidna, gender male, date of birth date of death 1/7/1993, time unknown because I can't fucking read that. Location wacky workbench, date of admittance was 4/19/2011. Time at 11:03 p.m. Location unknown. Time of autopsy was at 4:30/2011 at 11:37 p.m. Resident doctor unknown. Autopsy cause of death: exhaustion and blunt force trauma due to being crushed by massive weight. He got stomped. Clinical diagnosis: internal bleeding, asphyxiation, crushed skull and bones, collapsed lungs. Notes: subject O2 was crushed under a massive weight, causing his body to collapse within itself. Marks across his head suggest an abnormally large footprint, but the creature's identity is unknown. The weight of the creature's step destroyed most of his internal organs, causing asphyxiation and internal bleeding. From what little remained, clinicians determined that the victim collapsed due to overexertion shortly before being crushed in this manner. The victim was determined deceased at the scene as a result. Clinicians are unable to determine the intent of either foul play or unintentional recklessness. Reasons to believe the cause of death relates to a possible encounter with Subject 00. Upon further background investigation, Subject 02's most recent documents of identification were adoption papers? Hello? What? Okay. Well then. Adoption papers, fucking... Yeah, pull this back up. Because now we can get into the extras folder over here. Let's start with the behind the scenes stuff. Bad ending idea. Pull this up in full. Disc spin, Robotnik jolts them back and forth. Try again. So I'm assuming this would have been a if you failed everyone's minigame. I guess I didn't go through with that. Which is fair, honestly. That... fucking... God. Did not need to see Robotnik ass today. Well, here's the collapse concept. Yeah, the rump. God, the way they did the shatter effect, full screening the game, and then making it reveal your desktop. I love shit like that. It's such a cool technical thing. Die. Just smack. Hehe. Stop looking for cameos and play the game. Hi, Lord X. How are you? Stop pointing at me like that. Concept work for the hiding. Chase. Old ass man. Yeah, no, fucking old as bones entity from the void fucking yelling at me. Shut up. I listened to your music earlier. Leave me alone. What's made on my way flickies dot move? Crush. Ignition concept. They would have done the full power line instead. That would have been really funny to hear. The mock-up. Oh, I see. Knuckles was initially going to be in, I think that's Stardust Speedway. Because they went with Wacky Workbench instead. Fair enough. The third mock-up would have been a different angle on Eggman's section. And a fuel timer. Or a fuel section. Interesting. I'm assuming then you would have gathered rings to refuel. Death Egg in the background and the just slightest bit of OMW down there. No, not the fucking... Oh. Ah, writing in your homework for planning things out. That makes sense. Endurance mashing, Tails unknown. An actual game of hide and seek for once. Instead of tag. Robotnik doing a shmup. Makes sense. And then on my way being the walking simulator. I love it when an EXE game is more than just walking right the game. The occasional go left for a secret. On my way experience. Oh, this would have been the computer screens in Eggman's little mini cutscene there. The fucking schnoot on this man. Whoop. God. That concept art looks cool as hell, too. Oh, it would have been fun to see... It would have seen... Words. It would have been fun to see Rocket Metal get a sprite and use in this. Ugh! What else we got? Size reference. So at least the initial version, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tails high. Before we had the background man tromping around. The shoes bigger, the hands bigger. Bigger back spike makes sense. That fucking face! God! Oofta. Yep, there's the shenanigans for the autopsies. Let's skip past that real quick. Oh, the oh! Shenanigans with the icon as you progress. That would have been interesting to see. The icon of the game slowly changing over time as you progressed until it shattered. That would have been fun. Hello? I'm sorry, what? Run this event once. Place it. I'm not saying that out loud. But also, the fact that this file is called "This is actually in the code." Yeah, I'd say big frown. This was the actual placeholder. So flag is hiding on. Condition. Busted. Flag is hiding is off. DA timer on my spot. Runs event once. I don't like that sound is there. GUI, there you are. Change animation sequence. Busted on. Player movement value set hurt. I don't know if that's supposed to be Mario or something else. The T-10 scene concept. What did Keiji Bepps mean by this? The window breaks, the game crashed. Oh, I understand. I get it now. The DBS Broly movie, the sequence where Broly and Gogeta are fighting so hard that they break reality around them. And that's the collapse sequence. Okay. I like that. funny way to describe and explain that just by a single image. No other context. Just the window breaks and the description is just this image for the link. Goodness. Oh, is that everything out of this folder? Yes, it is. What are these audios? Oh, wait, hold on. No, it's fully up. Why can't I? Oh, I might need to turn up my headphones a little bit for this. Interesting. I wonder if this is them, like, recording their own sound effects to edit. Oh, okay. I didn't know what that meant. I sat looking at the word like, huh? I didn't know that.
So, it's everywhere. Just wait for that.
I'm learning things today.
Oh, this is so funny.
So that's the process of making your own sound effects. Interesting. Okay. What you use to make sound effects for movies, shows, and games. You should look it up. I will. Honestly, after this, I'll probably just like poke around the internet for a bit. I want to know why this one's called Tomato Foley. Why tomato?
Okay, and am I recording? Alright. Alright. Looks like everything's set up. Oh, it's tight. That's crazy.
Interesting. Okay.
This is going to be very tight. Alright, first tomato. Here we go. Ew, it's moldy. Okay. According. Alright, this first tomato, I'm going to get this smashing with the drops through the thing. Making sure we're still recording. We are. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Ugh. Yeah. You know, for especially gruesome sounds, yeah, that makes sense. Ugh. Jesus.
Get a couple of.
I'm gonna play it, but like, God, sounds. You know knowing it's a tomato helps, though, but, like, you can tell what this was planned out for.
This is oddly cathartic.
I mean, hey, I smashed my old laptop, and it was oddly cathartic, so...
Putting that aside, tomato number 2. Also, just to show I'm not wasting food, yes, this one also has mold. So I'm going to be pressing. And 3.
You know, that makes sense. Use food items if you're making certain sounds for certain things. Use food items you don't plan on actually using. At least not for eating. Damn. It's such a cool process, but some of this creativity is interesting.
That was anticlimactic. Guess I can do this.
Smack! Jesus.
This is really gross, but also really fun.
This is really gross but really fun. Could describe probably many things about life. Not the mic bump.
Just for good measure, one more of these. Oh, it's tomatoes everywhere. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Okay. 2. Yeah. 3, 2. Three, two, 1.
Thump.
And that's wraps. That's a wrap. Ugh.
The complaint about cleaning the bathroom, I mean, I understand, but also that's why you put, like, plastic or tarp down for some of that. Alright. Miscellaneous. Beppis versus Leaf. Jesus. Defibing Leaf and team, best of luck, rooting for you, Team Longstrider. He's been dressing on small, fair enough. Ah. This goofy ass image that was used for the loading screen for the dorks following along with OMW. I'm shocked Jodo was once in the server. He was once on Moy's co-owner. He just supports the project now, so he'll play it once it drops. We'll see how he likes it. We have an audience. Who the fuck? Hi, X. Wasn't expecting you to pop up either. Me on my way. Mr. Elongate. And it's just that stupid render of the mid-turn Sonic. Project Longstrider cover. I mean, still funny. This fucking dork. What the hell's his face? Poor Tails. Always the first for these fucking EXE games, but at least some of them put a good spin on it now. Unlike the walking simulators we had for so long after 2011. Official KG Beppis seal of quality. I like that. Good detail. Ref, but his hands should be bigger. Yeah. Ugh, little man. Ah, HUD ideas. Hide disappears when hidden. Counts down. Thrusters empty. Thrust. Boost button appears at the end. And then Knuckles would have had his momentum exhaustion and the distance to get there. So they just went with the regular HUD and just adjusted as necessary. I've some graffiti that Ivy found .jpg. We love dumb nonsense sitting in the middle of the files. Oh, okay, I know this. This is a different EXE known as Xenophanes. I don't know why that's pronounced like that, given the way it's spelled, but that's what I'm rocking with. And I think one of the folks that worked on Project Logstrider is the co-owner for Zen, so yeah, makes sense to slip in a little funny secret here for that. That's also the last file for this folder. So now we have the funnies. 2011 On My Way 1. Flying, you're a tall one. Fuck you. What? X would not be able to handle getting called out so bluntly. Or just someone not being afraid. What a nice day we're having. Fuck back to work. Using tuppers for funny reasons. I don't understand this one. Admittedly, it's just kind of here.
Oh, I am Sonic. I am hanging it. I am hanging it.
Dumb jokes. Christ. This. The shading is too on point. They didn't need to do that. Also, yes, I'm also going to fucking explode after that. God damn. This fucking folder is the best so far. Ivy, please step away from the press. Apparently they're having too much fun with the hydraulic press joke. It's recorded on mobile. Oh my god. When the bit demands you go as far as possible. His file name is just called Oh No He's Hot. The face says it all. Project Launch Trader spoilers out of context. I feel like a part of this originates from that dumb joke that Sega did at one point. And the fucking Sonic's legs getting longer as people fucking interacted with the post. Like, I don't mean this specific image, I mean the whole bit. Everything. Didn't even fully complete the explosion, just... Pretend that was full caps. I had to feel like... God. Hydraulic press. Oh. Good ending.mov. No, I did not. I just glazed over it as best I could not to draw attention to it. I hate this image. I hate every part of this image. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. What else we got? Data. Oh, this is the subject text stuff. Final. Oh! Hey, we get to freely look at each of these. Let's see here. Open. Oh. Poor man's. This one's an interesting one. A lot of color going on here. Graffiti. I mean, it does have that, like, scratchy graffiti look. I like it a lot. I mean, especially here with all the lines and swirls. Shadow of the Hawk. Yeah, no, I think that is what that one's, like, referencing is Shadow's color scheme. This one's just pretty colors. I think this is the one that ended up as part of the background right now. Yeah. Right there. Better to look at it because my laptop screen is not the right sizing. It would spell iCup backwards. Yeah. Either that or he just gives you his usual most unamused look. That blank, furrowed look. Not amused in the slightest. I swear this one's definitely a poke at Super. I fucked it up. I fucked it all up. What do you mean? Spell it regular, not backwards. Oh! You might have been thinking of a different joke at the same time. And that's what you did. You managed to combine the two and it still came out wrong. What else were you thinking of, Ben? That's the last frame. And that's everything for this funky, funky game. Like up, clearly. God. Well, that is that on that. Like I said, short stream tonight. Not really all that long. Barely an hour and a half. Not even. 10 minutes short. Put this back on the end screen. I forgot I left that up. Whoops. Just turn all of these back on. There we go. That was fun to do, though. I enjoyed myself. That was nice. Lord Goog to Toost. Yeah! Should remake that image again, but with this model. The... Fuck. To be fair, it's damn near 11 p.m. on a Thursday, and both of us have work in the morning. And we just watched the most wild and wacky game that has ever come out of the EXE community, I think. Bun, it's Friday. I may have gotten my time mixed up. I may have mixed things up a little. Just a smidge, tiny bit, you know. A little fraction of a fragment of a mix-up. My stupid... fucked up. Yeah, you had a long day. I have work in the morning. Damn near fell out of my chair. Spooky, scary skeleton. I'm getting there. I gotta wrap up and raid out. I'm gonna go with Maddie again since she went live. For at least give her some extra company. I never do any of those goofy raid messages because I don't have any. Yes, I know it's just you here, darling. But I am also here, and this lets me get into chat still. Plus, I gotta wrap it out anyway. These VODs still go on to the goddamn YouTube. Speaking of, I still need to upload the other one. Fuck. Alright. Then now. If you've been here the whole time, if you joined in late, if you were quiet, never said a word, or yapped with me the entire way, thank you for spending your time here. YouTube! Pussy ass booby fuck censorship. Indeed! Especially because we're past the minute mark, so we can curse as much as we want. I mean, we can anyway, but you know. But yeah. Thank you all for hanging out for a funny little game for the night. Oh, that is the wrong message. Need Nicomata underscore MADDIE. Thank you all for hiding unlike Tails. Listen, I know I fucked it up. You don't gotta point it out again. I thought he was off screen and wouldn't see me. Then he fucking turned around with a whip crack and thus began the chase. I'm definitely gonna take copies of the funny animated background and set them all into my actual backgrounds folder. So that way I can have those as actually part of my laptop background. Because those would be fun to just have cycle through as I'm vibing. Yeah. Gonna go right out to Maddie and then be done for the night. Ooh. Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. Always remember to have fun, take care, know what you do, spend time carefully, and don't worry about a thing.